Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me. And if you are watching this, this is going to be a quick video on the compensation plan. So first of all, welcome to the team. Congratulations on your decision. So I'm going to go through, maybe spend the next 20-25 minutes and just showing you the simplicity and the power of the PM compensation plan. So I've been in the industry 17 years, and the best thing about the compensation plan is to keep it simple and keep it duplicatable and fun, a lot of energy. So that's what I want to talk about. So there's really three components. The very first component to anything, any successful thing we do in life is taking a decision. So that is really the first step. So if you're here on this call, on this webinar, you've already taken the decision. So congratulations. The next important thing is positioning yourself. And that's what we're going to be spending some time talking about. And the most important position you need to learn in anything is manager. So we're going to be talking about manager and then taking that concept and scaling it to your goals. So positioning yourself is critical. And then the final step is to duplicate. It's then passing on the first two steps to your team, to your new partners, and we continue the process. And that is the simplicity of PM and really the simplicity of our compensation plan. Decision, position yourself properly, and then finally, helping you and your team begin to duplicate according to the goal. So let's talk about the first thing. We made a decision. Second part, position yourself. So what does that mean in PM? This is the power of the compensation plan and really why it's been so successful. The number one position is manager. So let's take a look. Okay. So the only thing to remember right now is the key position of manager. And what does that mean? It means everyone we bring in, their first responsibility is to create 600 points. So 600 points, this is what is a responsibility of a manager. So let's take a look at what does that exactly mean. So it means first and foremost, you took a decision and you started positioning yourself. So the first thing we do in PM, you will see use, talk, demo. So the very first thing is you've got to be the role model for your team. You've got to set the pace for your team, and you've got to set the standards. So you should be on the product. And we're going to be talking about optimal sets. Optimal sets are the most duplicatable. It's the majority of the sales. It's the foundation of the PM product offering. So we're going to be talking about optimal sets, and they're about 100 to 103 points to keep it simple. So the responsibility is 600. So you're the role model. So this is you. That's one optimal set. That'll be something you're consuming. You're using the products. You're talking about the products. You got products to demo. And the next step is to help find 5 people. Simple, 5 people that could use these incredible products for their health, incredible products for their family, skincare, nutrition, fitness. Every type of demographic is covered. And our goal is to find 5 people that are interested in trying the products, these incredibly unique products. And we've sold $600 million worth of sales to customers. So that would be the first step, is to find your 5 people to try. So you got 1 customer, 2 customers, 3 customers, 4 customers, 5 customers. So now you've got 5 people that are on optimal sets trying the product. So you got you with 100 points, plus the 5 customers. You have now qualified for manager. So this is the first step, and this is the key responsibility for everyone. So everyone we bring into the business, this is the foundation. This is the founding building block of the entire compensation plan. So we're going to talk a little bit percentages, but again, don't focus on the percentages. We're going to focus on the concept. And we'll talk a little bit more about the mechanics of the compensation plan. So if you first came in just on 100, you would be a team partner. You would be eligible for 20%. So coming in just as a team partner, no obligation, just trying the products, you'll be able to collect 20% on anybody you bring into PM. So once you complete manager, that bumps up to 30%. This is why it's important to be manager as soon as possible in the month, so you can maximize. You've got your auto ship, you've got your 5 customers, friends and family, people that you know need the products. You'll get the 20% a team partner, 30% as a manager. So that is the first element of the residual income. But the really cool thing is there's academies, there's promotions and specials. You can get up to 40% as a team partner and 45% as a manager. And this is the profit, the instant profit you can make. And also as a manager, you start to open up the compensation plan. So This is the first step, is being the role model. Use Talk Demo yourself, helping 5 people come into the business, or just trying the products as customers. So that is the first fundamental. And now you are now responsible for 600 points. So there's very few different ways to do it, but this is the foundation of the building blocks. So the next step is now duplicating. So again, first we talked about positioning yourself. That is going manager. The next step is duplication. So I'll go ahead and jump over here. So what do we do for duplication? We're going to now do the same thing. And again, we're focusing on 5. In a compensation plan, you can go all the way to president's team with 3. But we're going to focus on 5, and we're going to show you why the power of why is very, very important. It can make your business and your compensation vastly different. So that being said, you've got your 5 customers. You've now positioned yourself as a manager, you're collecting commissions, you're starting to earn some profit, and you've got your products virtually free. So let's go to the next step. We're going to duplicate. So now we find 5 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now you found 5 people. So now you've accomplished your responsibility as manager. Now we're going to start duplicating. So now you got your 5 people, and now we're going to start doing the same. We're going to help teach them to go manager. And now we're going to see how the compensation plan, how you actually start to grow into the compensation plan. So now that you've come in, you've gone manager, and then maybe somebody, the most important thing is now setting their 30, 60, 90-day plans. So maybe they say, I want to make 150 euros. Maybe I want to make 300 euros. Maybe I want to make 500,000, whatever it is. That's the beautiful part. It's exponential here. So this is now we show the duplication. First is manager. Step 2 is now let's help you go sales manager. So to go sales manager, we identify somebody that's also taken a decision, is ready to position themselves and ready to duplicate. So now we found one. And now we're going to help them go manager, help them find their 5. That's the beauty of the plan. Once you find somebody, now you're opening up their name list. And now you're going to start working with them, helping them find people, take a decision, and get position. So you find 5 people, and guess what? You are now sales manager. Okay? So now you've gone manager, you've helped one of your teammates go manager. Same thing, now you become sales manager. And now we do the exact same thing. So now you want to go marketing manager, you want to go to the next level, we do the exact same thing. Now we're at 10. This is the beautiful part about it. Here in compensation plan, 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2. 1 + 1 can be compounded. So now you don't need to know all these 10 people, but now you've helped 2 people go manager, that's 10 people. Now you're marketing manager. So now we continue the process. You want to go international marketing manager? It's 20 people. Now you begin to really open up the compensation plan and go to international marketing manager. And that is with helping 3 people go manager. You've got about 20 people now in your team that have taken a decision, have positioned themselves, and now are duplicating. And you're starting to see that your system is now going about 3 generations deep as you help this develop. So this is the simplicity, and this is really the best thing to focus on. If you're brand new, again, take a decision, position yourself, and manager is the most important position. And then the third step is to start to duplicate. So, and this is the best part about the compensation plan, is not learning all the levels, learning everything, it's learning the key manager position. So somebody comes to me and says, Alex, I want to earn about $150 or possibly just have my products for free. These are great products, but I would love to get them for free. It's even better. So that would be, I would help position them as manager. An average manager is making about 150 euro. And again, this is through a combination of bringing on partners or bringing on customers. It's about 150 euros. So that's what I say. The first step is let's get you manager. You're responsible for 600. Each way you want to do it, we can get you to 150 euros. So then simple. They start to see the process. They go, Alex, what about if I want to make 300 euros? I can show them exactly how to do that. Then I say, we're going to position you first as a manager, and let's help one of your people go manager. Once you help one of your people go manager, you will now become a sales manager, and this is about 300 euros a month. So this is the power of the plan. And then some people might be super happy with 300 euros a month. Now you've got a consistent person that's responsible for the volume, making some money and being successful in the business. So possibly you might talk to somebody and say, Alex, I want to make 500 euros a month. And they say, fantastic, I'll show you how to do that. So now we duplicate again. You go to marketing manager. You've got 500 euros. Again, you've got your team partners, and then you still got your customers too. Now you're making retail sales, and now you're making compensation plan. So you want to go marketing manager. And they say, Alex, I really want to have established, make a significant part-time income, possibly start going to the next level of a professional networker with significant income. Great. Let's go to IMM. IMM is about 1,000 euros a month. And again, what have we done is first we've positioned ourselves, and then we've helped our team position themselves as managers, and then we began to duplicate. And now you're an international marketing manager. And this is the beautiful thing, as you open up next legs, your name list is opening up, and now you're going to see the power of going wide, and then seeing the power of duplicating down. So this is the very first step, is going manager, and then slowly working your way, positioning, keeping yourself positioned every month, and helping your team position themselves. And again, keeping it basic. Go manager, help your team go manager, help your team go manager, and that is the power. So next we're going to talk a little bit about the top management bonuses, and really showing how there's a couple different concepts and strategies into building in PM. So we're going to be talking about the first rank, and that's IMM. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways to build. It can have pretty significant differences in the compensation. So this is something really important to understand. So top management bonus, we're going to be talking about IMM. So International Marketing Manager. Okay. What is that? That's 10,000 in sales. There's a couple different ways to do it. So again, if you're just starting and maybe you're just focusing on 3 strong legs, this is possibly what your business would look like. You have one sales manager here. You have another sales manager here. And then you've got a marketing manager here. Okay? So this is one way to look at it. So this would be a team that just went 3 wide and then just went deep. So we got a sales manager. So we got a sales manager of 2,500 points, sales manager 2,500 points, marketing manager 5,000 points, and that's how we came to 10,000 points. Okay. So as an international marketing manager, as the top management bonus, you would get 9% off the 10,000 points. Okay. So you would make the 9% off of the 10,000 points. Okay. So, but this is how the top management bonus works, and this is why it's really important to understand that constantly recruiting, constantly sharing the message, constantly positioning people on your front line is really important and very lucrative and can look very different for your groups. So if you've got 2 sales managers and you've got a marketing manager, remember that, so ideally, compensation plan says we're going to pay you 9%. What the compensation plan works, so these 2 sales managers, they're also making a commission, so they're getting 2% of the 2,500 times 2. Okay? So the 2 sales managers are making 2% off of the 2,500 that they produced. And then you also have a marketing manager that's making 4%. Okay? So you've got a marketing manager that is now making, 5%. 5% off of that 5,000, okay? So this is great. That means your team is getting paid on the volume, and then you're getting paid on the volume. And now we're going to show you a little bit of the mechanics of why going wider and really building a focus with 5 legs in mind at the beginning rather than just 3. So in this scenario, you're allotted 9% off of that 10,000, but you'll see that you have 2 marketing managers, 2 sales managers made 2%. So 2 minus 7, you're allotted 7%. So you're making 7% off the 2,500 times 2. Same thing, you're able to make 9%, but you had a marketing manager that made 5%. So 5 minus 9, so you're making 4% off of that same 5,000. Okay. So now you would add this up, and that would be roughly your bonus would be the 7% off the 2,500 and 4% off of the 5,000. And again, this is with 3 really strong legs to be an IMN. So now let's watch how different this can look, and this is why really having the mindset of going a little bit wider and starting with 5 is so much more powerful. So now pretend this isn't a marketing manager, and instead this was a sales manager, and then you had another sales manager, okay? So now you just have a line of 4 sales managers, 2,500, 2,500, and so on, 10,000 points. So what would that mean? That means you would have 4 people making 2%, okay? 2% off 2,500, so you would make a total of 7% off of the entire 10,500. So you can see the power versus having just one strong team or a couple strong teams creating the exact same volume. You can see significantly more if you focus on going wide. And again, going back to the basics of positioning yourself. If you start as a manager, that's your front 5, and help those front 5 position themselves as manager, and start to help them duplicate, you can have a very, very balanced business, okay? So this is International Marketing Manager. The same exact volume you can see in this scenario will pay out differently. So something to keep in mind at the very beginning is to go wide, and the company incentivizes to go wide, and it can significantly be different. You can have an IMM making 700 euros, maybe with 3 legs, or you can have the exact same IMM with the exact same volume, making thousands more because they're wider and they're getting the bigger spread. So now we're going to take it one more level up and talk about vice presidential and really see how this clicks and how the power of the duplication and positioning yourself from the beginning as manager is so powerful. Right? So now in this example, we're going to look at vice presidential. So at vice presidential, you need 25,000 points coming from your group. Okay? So it's 25,000 points, and you need 3 legs. So now we're going to look in this scenario. I'll say this person built just 3 wide. So what would they need? They would need 1 marketing manager and 2 IMMs. Okay. So hopefully you can see that. So in this scenario, we have a VP. It's 25,000 points. He's got 5,000 points from marketing manager, 10,000 from 1 IMM, 10,000 from the other IMM, completing the 2,000 or 25,000, okay? So in this scenario, this is someone with 3 teams going deep, and we're going to show you the difference. So at this point, at a VP, you would be allowed to earn 12% of the 25,000, okay? But let's see what your team is earning off of that same volume. So if you've got a marketing manager, again, marketing manager is making 5% off of that 5,000 their team produced, okay? So that's your marketing manager. And then you've got 2 IMMs, and IMMs, again, if that's 10,000, they're making 9% of that 10,000 volume. And in this case, we have that 10,000 times 2, okay? So you can see here. So this is what you are allowed to earn, but then this is great. Your team is earning off that same volume. So in this scenario, for your marketing manager, you'll be 5 minus 7. So you would be at 7% of that 5,000 you produced that month. Same thing, 12 minus 9, 3. So you'll be paid 3% off of both your IMM's 10,000 volume, okay? Times 2. So you can see in this scenario, once your ranks catch up, and if you don't have a whole lot of width, they start to cut out a little bit. It's still a great business, but you can see now in the next situation how much different this can look. So in this scenario, what if we didn't have just 3 teams? Instead, we had lots of marketing managers. We had a marketing manager here, another marketing manager here, okay? So each marketing manager is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,000 points, okay? So could you imagine at the very beginning, you helped 5 people go marketing manager. And you can see in this scenario, each marketing manager is earning 5% off of that 5,000 their team produced, which is fantastic. And I'm making 12% as a VP. So you can see now, basically my entire commission for this month will now be 12 minus 5. So I got 7% off of the entire 25,000 points. And that is significantly different versus 7% off of the entire 25,000 versus making 3% off of 20,000 because I had 2 IMMs. And this is the difference. So you could have a VP with 3 legs, could be making the same as an IMM with 5, 6 legs. You could have a VP with 5 legs, possibly making as much as the president's team with 3 legs. So that is really the power of position yourself with 5 and really, really begin. So this is the power. So positioning yourself is key and keeping it super simple. And that is basically the compensation plan. So like I said in the very beginning, the first step is taking a decision, helping your partners, helping your new people take a decision for their health or finances. Second, helping them position themselves properly, setting goals, 30, 60, 90 days. And their first goal should be position themselves as a manager, finding 5 people, 5 customers, and now they're producing 600 points, they're positioned as a manager. And then if you want to set next goals, if they want to make the next jump, then it's a simplicity of duplicating the decision, the positioning of manager, and so on. And if you want to maximize your compensation, then you would focus on going wider as well. Because you can see in the scenarios, the more people you bring into PM, the more people you help succeed, the bigger your margins are on your commissions. So I hope this was really, really helpful for you. Hopefully you can understand the mechanics. The number one thing is learn to go manager, help all of your team maintain manager, and then have fun, use Talk Demo, and then begin to duplicate the exact same thing. So thank you so much for watching and listening. And we'll get back to you later.